How's everybody doing? I know it's been a little bit, but I did a project yesterday. A couple cuts on my fingers there. So I've been doing tin on the roofing. So this corner right here and this corner right here, when I moved in, was hack job stupid. I mean, you walk right up to the front door and you see it. It was stupid. Whoever did it didn't know what the hell they were doing and didn't understand that you put things over other roofing materials as you know, the way the water flows. They cut the tin short. Moisture was getting in there. I ordered new last year. I was trying to get it done last year before the rains came, and I ordered some flashing from a local company, and the girl I ordered it from, she screwed up, and then the next person screwed up. They ordered the wrong stuff. It took them forever. It was a nightmare. So by the time I got it, it was already raining. I'm like, I'll just deal with it next year. I wish I would have dealt with it last year. I mean, there was already some damage up in this corner. This one wasn't bad. This one, they had like a ton of silicone shut. It was stupid. Anyways, tore all that corner out, cleaned out the rotten plywood. Luckily, the main frame, the 2x6, 2x4s were all good, so just some plywood damage. Fixed it the right way, so water doesn't flow underneath things as they come down. And but I cut my fingers several times, big grooves, gashes, everything else. But I took my leftover pieces over to my boneyard over there, where there is some roofing material that I looked through last year to see if there was any flashing, and I didn't see any. Well, as soon as I walked over there with all my leftovers, there was a piece of flashing laying right there, right in front of my face. Didn't see it last year. Must have, walked back in. I don't know. Whatever. So got that done, and that's been a good one I wanted to get done because, like I said, every time you walk to the front door, you see it, and it just reminds you, hey, you got something to do. So that's good. I need to get on the roof and take my drill gun and just hit all the screws and snug them up. They're not bad, but they could use a little snugging up. So got that done. Now onto the beater. Today, the seats, the padding on them was shot. This one's the good one. This is the passenger side that is going now onto the driver's side. I'll show you the original driver's side that's now the passenger side. It had a tear in it, and the foam was starting to come apart, and it was getting lowrider-ish. So it is now here, which, this side's good because it was over there, and the bad side's on the inside. So it'll last. And when I pulled all this apart, I always put cardboard between the foam and all the wiring and whatnot that's there, because that wire and the springs just cut up into the foam and tear it apart. All you have to do is put a little, a decent piece of cardboard in between there, and it makes it last way longer. Plus, you sit higher, and you're not sitting down in there. So now, passenger seats lifted up pretty good, which that was the driver's. It was pretty low. And now I'm putting the passengers on the driver's side, and it was in pretty good shape, but I'm still putting that cardboard in there to help it out. It was a little bit more than a project that I wanted, or not wanted, but thought. Originally figured I was just going to pull all these tabs that are all the way around, and the seat cover and the foam would come off. Well, not so much, because you got the whole top of the seat bolted and it's tight, and so I pretty much had to tear the whole thing apart to get it. Almost gave up a couple times, but figured I was that far, I'd keep going. So it's not hard. It's just remember where all your bolts are at and where everything goes. These do have lumbar, but they don't work. It doesn't work. So I just cut all those hoses and cut all that stuff and got rid of it. It didn't work anyways. So like I said, I got the passenger's side done. This is the driver's side. I'm going to put it all back together. The hardest part is when you put the seat back on. You have to install the spring side here first on this side, and then barely fits. It's super tight, and you kind of have to force it over this side. I was having a hard time getting it, so what I did is I actually bent this tab on this side out, forced it over it, and then banged it back with a hammer, and put the bolt in, smashed it back down flat, and it's good to go. Everything works like it's supposed to. So, you know, it took me a little bit longer than I wanted, but I'm gonna have a seat where I'm not low riding. The kids can drive the truck and not, you know, be stuck looking through the steering wheel, and make it feel like it's not as wore out. So yeah, got a couple projects done, just knocking them off the list. The big project that needs to get done is the woodshed. I'm gonna go by and look at possibly buying an auger tomorrow, looking at the rental price. You know, nothing's cheap right now, but I might buy an auger. It'd be nice to have it just to be able to throw it on and go punch holes for something. And I'm not gonna buy any lumber. I'm just gonna cut trees down and soak them in some diesel and used motor oil, seal them up, and build it out of that. I'm not paying these ridiculous lumber prices. I think it'll look better anyways. So hope everybody's having a good one. I'm gonna finish this seat, go put some Neosporin and Band-Aids all over my hands, and hopefully heal up good. What's in there? A sack of potatoes? What's in there? A sack of potatoes? Hopefully that holds up. The thing was out all dang winter. Oh, it's windy. It's supposed to be last night. Alright, so got it done. Got the seats all put back together. I did ruin a little plastic piece on the driver's side seat, but I don't think it's gonna matter. So there it is. It's like brand new. That was all wore down, and you know what you saw on the other side. So jump in here and see. Oh yeah, look at that. See that clearance there? Only got a couple inches. Before I was probably a good 2-3 inches lower at least. So made a big difference. I looked to buy new seat cushions. Say hi. She just woke up. I looked to buy new seat cushions and covers, and it was a pain. I couldn't find any. But what I just did there, 95 seats. It's almost like brand new right now. Both sides, even the passenger side. Just putting that cardboard under there and getting that foam up out of those wires and springs. And then putting the side that had the foam that was starting to come out on the passenger side on the inside. That's gonna last for a long time that way. So yeah, no money. Seats are back to normal. Worked out good. All right, so we're in the house now. Jenny put some tri-tip in the slow cooker there, and kids are complaining because I usually put butter and cheese on the buns and toast them for beef dip sandwiches. This time I put mayonnaise, and so Kennedy saw some. She's all upset, but she'll eat it. This is going to be the next, well, one of the next projects. It's a GE electric stove that will not stay on heat. It won't stay at 325, 350, whatever you set at. Now, if you turn it off, it'll tell you, oh, it's only at 250. So it knows what temperature it's at, but it won't keep it at what it's set for. And sometimes it flashes an F20, so I'm going to pull it apart and see what I can get done there and hit that up. But so where I was going with that was I don't do a lot of in-depth videos of actually all the work I do and how to do it, a little bit here and there. I watch videos sometimes of how to do things, and sometimes it just gets too long and too much involved. So I always just do kind of an overview. And if you guys have any questions at all on any of my videos of how I did this or that. Hey, we're trying to YouTube right now, Gracie. If you have any questions or concerns or ideas, let me know in the comments, and I'll respond. I can talk to you or help you out to get into more details. Sometimes I do longer videos with all the every nut and bolt and this and that. I just it's not really my style, I guess. So if you want any more info, just leave me a comment and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible.